Hey everybody, Pharaoh here. We're bringing you some Pokemon Go Battle League content today. Not some battles, but rather we're going to do another event. So, the event's currently in the game. It's not even upcoming. They just released the news, and now the event's in the game, and now I've got to do a video on that because I want to make sure everybody is informed about the PvP aspect of this event, and I'm trying to make these a regular thing. So please, if you like these kinds of PvP analysis videos for the events, let me know in the comments. Like the video, subscribe if you like everything else too. I appreciate that as well. I just want to go through the event, show you guys kind of what to look out for from a PvP lens, and hopefully just kind of get you ready. This actually is not a bad event in my opinion, so let's kind of get into it here. So right off the bat, we got a Litleo coming into the Lunar New Year event. It is Year of the Tiger, but since we don't have a tiger, I guess Litleo is the next best thing, I guess. All right, cool. All right, so we get the shiny Litleo, which is neat. We also had Litleo Spotlight Hour, so hopefully you were able to take advantage of that, get some of those XLs, and also get a shiny Litleo yourself, maybe 2 or 3. Event bonuses, we get the annual lucky event. So this is the event that gives us the extra chance of going lucky with our friends every day, and also gives us more chances of getting lucky trades with our friends. And remember, we get, I don't think the trades for 150 trades are still up, but you get 100 trades a day. That's 100 chances to go lucky, and it's even more so in this event. So if you have somebody to trade with every day, try and take advantage of that. Even if it's just, something that maybe it goes lucky, don't go trading your Axews or anything, but like, you got like some spice, like a female Snorunt or something like that. And I'll show you guys some cool lucky, some lucky targets to go for afterwards here. Thanks to folks over at Go Stadium who created a really nice infographic for just kind of what luckies to target. We'll go over those in a little bit. But between those two things, you also get 1 extra special trade per day. So if you're trying to swap your legendaries, or you're trying to get those purified Sableye swaps, or you're trying to, just anything that's a special trade, you get an extra one every day, which is kind of nice. Extra chance to go lucky on a special trade too. And then you get double Stardust from opening gifts, which, I'll take any Stardust I can get, but it changes the Stardust range from a gift from 100 to 300 to 200 to 600. So it's not a huge deal, but it's nice. It's nice. The spawn pool, and honestly the rest of every pool, is not exactly something you're going to be targeting for PvP here. Hisui and Voltorb, if you don't already have one, is good to target. It follows pretty much the same IV rules as regular Voltorb as far as I know. So you can pretty much use any rain checker and they'll get you as close as you can. Just keep in mind you can't evolve it yet until Niantic releases, I think, the Leaf Stone or whatever the hell item they're going to let us evolve it with, because we can't evolve it currently in game. Litleo is going to be another one that we'll talk about. And then you want to focus on Paris and Meowth for extra Stardust because they give you 500 apiece. You can go for Gyarados too, but it's fine. This isn't exactly a super PvP focused event. This is really just theme event that has some cool stuff in it. The raid pool is fairly underwhelming. We did get shiny Esper with the February event, or the February update, so that's kind of cool. So I guess if you want to get a shiny Esper, you can raid that up. Darumaka is pretty good in raids. Shink's got that recent community day in November, so unless you want to spend an late TM on one, or hopefully you've already got plenty from the community day. And then Magikarp, if you want to get a hundo for Master or Master League, whatever. Charizard, Flareon's got XL candy. Shuckle, that's kind of just if you like Shuckle, go up for it. Delcatty's completely useless. Absol's got the Mega. Jordigon's okay. Regirock now gets Earthquake, which is good to know. All the Reggies are getting special moves. We're not really going to give half a damn about these moves until Registeel comes out with Zap Cannon. Now that's going to be some super meta shit. So make sure you're on top of that. Get either Elite TM, Zap Cannon onto an existing Registeel, or get some that you can make with for the Great and Ultra Leagues. Mega Houndoom is cool. Not Megas aren't PvP-esque. I'm going to highlight here the 7k egg pool. Slugma, not really super important for eggs, but cool because the Love Cup is coming up, and if you don't have one, it might be worth hatching and swapping to see if you can get some good IV Slugmas. Scraggy is the huge one here. If you're looking to hatch eggs and you want to target something, go for the Scraggy so you can get those XLs for Scrafty. And then as far as field research tasks, everything's pretty underwhelming. It's really just a pool of everything else. Alolan and Galarian Meowth are the only standouts here. Alolan Meowth gives you 750 dust per catch, and Galarian Meowth is a Berserker that you can use in GBL. And timed research, we get Litleo, Esper, woohoo. Alright, so going to go over these wild spawns in depth here. Going to move right into this here. So as you can see, I got here on the screen, I've got the rank 1 IVs for each league that these things are usable in. So starting with Litleo, we've got the Great League Litleo non-best buddy. I'm not putting best buddies in here, it's too much work for me. 415-15 is going to be the rank 1 for the level 50 Litleo in Great League. If you're going for Pyroar in Great League, you're going to go for 0, 12, 15. And then if you're going in Ultra League Pyroar, you're going to go 0, 15, 12. Magikarp is another one that's PvP relevant. You will need the Community Day move from Aquatail from, I think it was 2020. The Great League rank 1 is 0, 14, 15. The Ultra League rank 1 is 0, 15, 14. And the Hundo for Master League, if you don't have one already, Gyarados is going to be extremely relevant in the Master League Premier Cup. Definitely worth getting one for that. Voltorb is the next best thing here. A Hundo for Great League if you want to build an XL Spicy Voltorb. I don't know why you would, but some people like it, and I think it's, I mean, if it's a spicy pick, it's okay, whatever. The Electrode rank 1 in the Great League is 115-15 if you don't have one already. And then if you want to do some spice, Electrode in the Ultra League, it needs to be a Hundo, and you need to XL it. So that's something cool to know. And then the only other really PvP relevant spawn that I can think of for this event in Wild is going to be Torchic, and you're going to get the rank 1 for Great and Ultra League by getting a 115-15, and it will need to be at least single or double legacied, potentially if you want Blast Burn. Otherwise you can go for Blaze Kick, and then if you want Stone Edge, you need another Elite TM, or if you want to use Brave Bird, it's fine too. And then as I mentioned earlier, Meowth and Paris are going to both give you 500 dust per catch, and I'm not going to lie, I've seen a ton of Paris since this event came out, and it's only been like at 12 hours since the event started, and I've seen a ton of Paris. So this is going to be almost as good, if not even maybe better than the Trubbish, because of the sheer amount of these Paris that are coming out. So grab everyone you can see, because dust is always something that we battlers are going to need. Now, jumping into the field research, just not really much here. If you're going for a research-based Galarian Meowth, because the only other way to get it would be to trade, which it's just research, so I'm not going to go that far down the rabbit hole. But if you're going to go for a research rank 1, it's 10, 15, 15 for the Great League for Berserker. Hundo Berserker in the Ultra League, and Master League is not what I meant to put there. Master League is supposed to be a Ultra League symbol, which I'm going to edit right on the fly here, with a little XL candy. There should be an XL candy right there. But 11, 15, 14 is going to be the best possible Berserker you can get as far as stat product goes for the XL Ultra League. Both are pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to lie, with Walrein coming out, I feel like Berserker has become kind of like one of those underrated kind of dark horse steel types that could be really, really good in the right lineup. So like I said, I'm not even going to get into the raids. Literally nothing is worth raiding for PvP. Even Regirock, I would just do a couple maybe. I mean, I would only really raid the Regirock if you've got one that you want to build for a league and you just need candy. Like, that's the only time I would really raid for it. But I do really want to get into this this lucky trade thing here. That's what I want to spend some time focusing on. So it's kind of hard to see probably because of just how small the window is. I'm gonna see if I can blow it up a little bit here. So starting off in the Great League here. Now the way that Ghost Stadium has broken this here up is you've got three or four different ways to go here. So you got the perfect if possible. So that's really the ideal thing here, right? You get a Pokemon that needs to be either level 40 or 50, and it needs to be as close to or a Hundo as possible. That's kind of the ideal lucky trade situation if you can find something that needs to be a Hundo. Now, there are other things that you can build a Hundo or close to a lucky, floor IV kind of thing if you want to, but you save on dust that way. So the way that I would definitely make that decision is I would go to PvPoke, use the Battle Matrix Simulator tool, and just compare like the rank 1 XL, like a rank 1 Greedent versus like a 12, 12, 12 Greedent, and see what the difference is see if you lose out on any matchups. And that is something that I actually have a lesson on in my Patreon. So if you guys want to join the Patreon and get learned up on all that fun stuff and get some coaching lessons for very little compared to what, well, not compared to anybody. Everybody, nah. That's a rabbit hole I'm not going down. We got what we got. The Patreon's a great place to be. The people in it are great, and there's a lot of stuff you can learn. I'm going to leave it at that. Anyway, so you just want to make sure you can use that tool so you can make that decision, because something like, Scrafty, for example, is a perfect example of something that, yes, the rank 1 is great, but actually the better one that's a near hundo actually wins more matchups because it's more attack weighted and is able to punch things down in a better fashion. So something like that is worth plugging in the Matrix Simulator just to see if you get that. I actually built a 98% Scrafty over like a rank 1 or rank whatever because I found that out. So very useful tool to have. So Great League, lucky trade targets. Pachirisu has been one that came up recently. If you can get your hands on one, great. If not, it's very rarely used, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Purified, Wobbuffet, Nidorina, and Slowpoke are good for, just excelling into the Open Great League or some themed cups. Alolan Sandshrew, Chansey, Volibeye, and Galarian Slowpoke are all also going to fall into that category of would like to be the hundo if possible. You're looking for the percentage one means stat product. So it's not maximum stat product. So again, like the Scrafty situation, it's not going to get you the best bulk necessarily, but it's not necessarily going to be that bad. So Lickitung, Medicham, both versions of Grimer, Litleo, and Pawniard, all of those are ones that fall under the doesn't have to be the rank 1 to do well, because it has either enough bulk not to make as much of a difference, or the stats don't, the matchups aren't adjusted as much in one way or the other just by having some attack weight to it, right? Like, just about all of these are perfectly fine whether you build a hundo or you build, a rank 1. I've used a couple of these. I've only got the XL Lickitung, to be completely honest. I don't even have an XL Medicham built, but I know that my hundo, or near hundo Medicham, I should say, it's a lucky Medicham. I have a lucky Medicham. That's what I use in Great League, and it works perfectly fine. I've never had a problem with it. And then the ones that really, really want to be XL, but you can use a hundo if you want to save some dust and candy. Diggersby, and then the Unholy Trio being Bastiodon, Azu, and Sableye. I feel like those are probably 3 that really will benefit the most from being XL. So probably not really worth your lucky trades with these 4 over here, but definitely, they're an option if you want. Going down to Ultra League, you've got your really want to have hundos of, which is really this giant 7 here is going to be the Stunfisk, and these are all going to be ones you probably want to best buddy too. I think, actually, everything but the Talonflame and the Galvantula, I believe, need to be best buddied. So you got Galarian Stunfisk. Unova Stunfisk can fall into this category if you want some spice. Mandibuzz is very strong. Umbreon is extremely strong. Pidgeot is pretty good. Super strong Talonflame. Galvantula is really good. Skarmory is kind of falling out of favor, and I'm not going to worry about a Skarmory, to be honest. Unless I got a lucky hundo, then maybe. But Corviknight from Gen 8 is going to come out at some point, and it's literally a better Skarmory that doesn't need to be XL. So just, you don't have a Skarmory right now, just hold your dust. It's okay. Stat product wise, you can go for the Scrafty. That's one I would highly recommend doing a lucky rather than the rank 1, just because of how much more it can win by having the extra attack weight. Jellicent's a good one. Alolan Ninetales. Cofagrigus actually comes pretty close to hitting certain, bulk and break points, I think, by being the, I think the rank 1 has to be like 10, 15, 15 or something, but there's certain break and bulk points. If you go check out the swag tips video on Cofagrigus Ultra League, you might be able to see just why and what you can hit by using a lucky trade. And then Pharaoh Thorn is another one. Shiftry is interesting because it can be built both ways. It's kind of like a Abomasnow in that you can build a hundo and get, an attack weighted one, or you can build an XL and get a little bit more bulk. Shiftry typically wants as much bulk as it can get, but it's also so squishy that it might not really make a difference. Moving over here to the Ultra League Premier Cup and the Ultra League Premier Cup stat product ones. I'm going to go the XLs last because those are a different kind of breed. So Nidoqueen needs to be at or close to a hundo. Same with Toxicroak to be an Ultra League Premier Cup and hit close to 2,500. So those are actually really good because Ultra League Premier Cup has shown that it's coming back at least once a season, I think. So that's going to be really good to focus on. If you don't have a huge roster for it, those are two very solid mons to have for it. Trevenant is good if it has higher stat, higher IVs. I think mine is a under 40. It's one of the Swag Tips approved ones that he put out, and it's under that lucky trade IV floor, I think. So not bad to have one of those. Poliwrath and Crustle are also good ones that need to be on the higher scale of the IV floor in order to get close to 2,500 without being XL'd. And then you've got the XL heavy things. Now these are all ones that I would absolutely recommend just build at XL, because otherwise you're just wasting. In my opinion, if it's not XL, that you're wasting. Greedent it just does better when it's XL. Registeel, super strong when it's XL. Doesn't need to be. Mine isn't. I have a shiny raid IV that I'm not going to XL too much. I have like maybe 50 or 60 XL candies put into that thing. Drapion is super strong, but I think it's better as an XL. Meganium I have no experience with. Bomb of Snow, no experience with because I don't have one built. Same with the Drifblim and the Politoed, but I do know for a fact that I've seen them against me, and I know that when they're XL'd, they just do better. So, Master League is the only one left, and literally the entire Master League meta you could lucky trade and be fine, right? So all the legendaries too, like everything in Master League has to be level 40 or 50. So anything that's in this meta that you want to use, go for it. Everything, literally everything. Shiny legendaries are usually some of the highest trade targets for lucky trades. Go for it, man. This is the league to really focus on lucky trades, especially because Niantic is now showing us that there will be times during the season where we will have to play Master League. We don't get a choice. So it's going to be good to start building up rosters for Master League anyway. So that being said, that is going to be really my spiel on the Lunar Cup event, or the Lunar New Year event. It's really not super crazy for PvP. There's a lot of cool things that you can do. It's just like a prep. It's like a prep event, There's a lot of Stardust to be gained, and there's a lot of things that you can get with lucky trades that'll help you down the road. But there's nothing right now that you're gonna be able to go out and catch that you're gonna just be like, hey, I'm gonna build this. It's gonna be great. But just use this as a prep event. That's what it is. So also just a little. You want to support the gentleman who creates these. Fantastic work by G47IX in Go Stadium. That's going to be it for me on this one, guys. I really want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you stuck through it with me in my rambling. If you like these kinds of videos, again, just let me know in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and hit the like button, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.